Okay, for some of the early assignments in this class, just to avoid the trouble of figuring out how to enter data, and we'll get to that later, I will post data on the web in one of my old websites and just set it up so all you have to do is highlight the lines that I give you. And what this is going to do, it's going to create a data set called Y. It's going to have something to do with some college data. And then I'm going to put attach Y. That makes you want to make sure when you put a data set in that you go ahead and attach it. There are some features that won't work if you do that, or if you want them to work, you'll have to, instead of having the variable name, you'll have to put $, the name of the variable. The $, will tell you what data set. But we can just avoid that. Click Run, and you can see that I have a data set Y, and it has 777 observations of 19 variables. So the next thing I'm going to do, and actually this is one thing that I usually do up here, because when I get down lower in a document, I'm going to forget the names of the variables in the data set. So there we go. Those are the names of the variables in this data set. So let's say that we wanted to estimate the student-faculty ratio at a university. So now if I want to get the mean, I'll just do mean. Easiest for me is to just copy and paste that into here. And there we go. We have the mean. Similarly, if I wanted to get the mean for the graduation rate, then I would just put graduation rate in there. And there we go. So let's suppose that I think that there might be a difference in the student-faculty ratio and whether or not a school is private or public. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, there's several commands here: buy, apply, supply. The one I'm going to show you kind of organizes the data, I think, in a little bit better way than some of the other ones. So it's to apply. Okay, I don't want to put all that in there. I'm going to say SF ratio. Actually, not yet. I'm going to put mean. No, not mean. I am going to put student-faculty ratio. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to put private. So I want to get my variable that I want the mean for is student-faculty ratio. I want to get it by whether or not I have a private or public school. And I'm going to put mean right there. That's the statistic that I want. And now you can see I have the mean by whether or not the school is private. Private would be yes, and no is just would be not private or public. If I wanted to get the standard deviation, I'm just going to copy that command, put it here, and put SD. And now we have the standard deviations for both groups. And if I want to know the sample size in each group, the command for that is length. And so now we have the sample size in each one. There are 565 private schools and 212 public schools. Let's say I want to do a box plot and I want to compare these two. So now I'm going to put student-faculty ratio. I guess I could just type that in there, and then a tilde private. So again, the quantitative variable we're measuring is the student-faculty ratio, and we want to do that for the binomial, categorical, qualitative variable, whatever you want to call it, that has two groups, private and public, and just click run. And now you have two box plots, and you can see we have some outliers and probably extreme values there. I can give those colors just like I've done before. It's a little bit different. I'm going to do call equal. And now I have to say C, open parentheses, and I'm going to say goldenrod. And go past there and put a parenthesis, and let's go with maybe sky blue. Gotta be parentheses. I'm going to highlight that. I'm not parentheses, quotations. And now I can highlight that. And I have some colors in there. Of course, you can do frame plot equal false. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Equal sign. Got to have a comma right there. I don't see anything else now. And there we go. Again, there's plenty of other features that we can add in there as time goes on, but that's, I think, enough for right now.